Well, good morning, everybody, unless you're over in Europe, and then good afternoon or late afternoon to you. I am Demarine2. I am here, and I'll be your host for the chill block coming up. After what just happened, we're going to relax with some fantastic games from Garby the Glitcheress and Glitchwitch. So, of course, I'd like to introduce you to Garby. Morning, Garby.
Hello, good morning. So after that wonderful, silly run, we're going to be kind of moving into something a little more chill with the Ottifants.
Yeah, listen, this is the chill block. Just listen to Demarine's soothing voice. Listen to this everything. This is the chill. This is your meditation hour. Maybe let's not go that far, but...
We're not going to go quite that far, but
No.
this is a reminder that if you did not sleep to watch the last two runs, which were both fantastic, I highly recommend that you go and you get some rest and you do a little bit of self-care.
There will be VODs.
I've got my water, I've got my caffeine, right? I'm doing self-care, I'm staying hydrated. I hope Garby's doing the same before her run. But,
yeah, I'm being sure to do that, yeah.
Excellent. Can you explain what is about to happen?
So this is like a Genesis platformer where it's kind of just a basic Genesis platform, but there are some cool things that I'll be explaining as I'm doing the run. But yeah, I think if we're ready, we can probably do the countdown.
Yep, whenever you're ready, I can count you in then.
Yeah, I just need to wait on the logo to finish.
Sega!
So, okay, I'm ready to do the countdown if you want to do that.
Alright, so we'll hit the road in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, so the Ottifants. So this is like a Genesis platformer. It was only released, I believe, in like Europe. I think it was only released in Europe, and it's like kind of a. It was based on like I think a comic book artist named like I kind of forget the lore, but it's like some German comic book artist, I want to say. Oh, heck. Okay, you have to collect, like, I'm doing the easy mode, which requires me to collect 25% of these collectibles here. Oh, no, this thing can actually hurt you because, yeah. So, I guess I'll talk about where I learned about this game. I actually learned about this from Cusa Grande, where I got this game in, and... yeah, I actually really like this game, so I decided to start running it.
Where all good games come from. Cusa Grande.
I know.
I heard that if you play enough games in Cusa Grande, you eventually end up speedrunning at least one of them. Is this true?
I can confirm that. I think I've run at least 2 games from there.
I'm in the process
because,
of one,
yeah,
maybe.
that's just how it goes. And yeah, we also have like an incentive to like play the beta version because there is like a beta version that was released that has some different changes that I'd love to get to show y'all.
How close are we to that incentive, Demi?
Well, we are currently at $90 of 200 towards that incentive, so we are about halfway there. I believe at the end of the Final Fantasy Legend 2 run, we did get one anonymous donation for $20. So thank you very much.
Yay! Yeah, I think we can make it. We have like till the end of this run to do that.
Yep. So you probably have about 20-some minutes to get there. So I believe in everybody.
Yeah, and also you can jump on these enemies, but it's kind of a little finicky to do that. So I try to avoid doing that because sometimes you'll just take damage when hitting the enemy when trying to jump on the enemy. And there is pretty rude knockback as well, so that's something I generally want to try to avoid if I can help it. If it's going to knock me into like a spike or something, because those are like one-hit kills. In general, though, I'd say this isn't really the worst game. Like I say, I got in Kusarani, but it's not that bad of a platformer. There are some definite like flaws, just like the one-hit kills and knockback combined are pretty rude. But I'd say in general, this is still a pretty fun game.
Yeah, for anybody watching, it's a little hard to tell, but there's a yellow bottle in the lower right corner, which I assume is filled with honey, which is Garby's health gauge there. So that's how we know how alive she is at any given point in time.
Yeah, that's... But yeah, this level is probably one of the shorter levels in the run. It only has like 25 collectibles, and most of the levels in this game have 50, but there are some exceptions, but for the most part, that's how it works. And I'm going to be trying to do a damage boost here to skip some of this coal. And so you'll see me getting these lollipops. What they do is that they allow me, if I get 3 of them in a specific color order, I'll get to, like, get a power-up, like, for instance, getting, like, a green, a yellow, and... Ah! And then a red will, like, give me, like, a double jump. Luckily, you do keep them after dying, so that's not the worst death, honestly, so I'll still get to, like, do this. Oh, heck. Some of the knockback can be really rude in this game. Yeah, Zello, that's definitely, I definitely see that.
I mean, this looks like a fine game. You've got, you've got your elephant shooter, you've got candy, you've got swinging axes. What else could you want in a video game?
I know, yeah.
Jackhammer.
It's like the perfect video game. You heard here first, like, Ottifants is the perfect video game. Oh, hey, what's that again? Oh, yeah, that's like that like gives me an extra continue. That shouldn't be coming up in the run unless things go incredibly wrong, but still. But yeah, that's like that's not some. I don't really try purposely to get like the popsicles. And yes, I'll be calling them popsicles and lollipops interchangeably because that's just how I roll with this game.
Hey, you're the runner. Who am I to question you?
I'm not sure what these are like supposed to canonically be, but oh no, it's really like the knockback makes this boss a little frustrating. Luckily, in easy mode, it's not the worst because you get plenty of health. It is pretty tricky in like normal or hard mode because you take more damage in those categories, so it's a little more tricky. And so we're heading into the 4th set of levels, and one thing with this game is that sometimes you have to like press switches and then go back, but you can like just take intentional deaths to like keep the switches on the screen, and that's what we'll be doing in this level. You are intended to like go back after hitting this switch all the way back to where the checkpoint was, and so but I'm just going to be taking like an intentional death to respawn like right back here where the switch would spawn. So that's kind of one thing you do with this. That's kind of something you kind of do a lot in this run. But the next few Force levels aren't like there's not much new to them. So if you want to like if you have any like announcements, you can feel free to go on, Demarine.
Of course. So this, of course, is a reminder that you are watching Speedrun Ragnarok, run by the RPG Valkyries, and all of our wonderful friends who have come out to support Take This morning. Take This is a mental health charity that does remind us all that it's okay to not be okay. We have already reached over $10,000 this week thanks to your generosity, and so we'd like to thank you all for that. Speaking of generosity, I did just get a donation in from our last host, Sporadic Erratic, so of course, I'd like to thank them for the $110 donation this morning, because someone's excited to see that beta version after the run. And have a great run, Darby. And so with that, we can put a button on the beta version because we're gonna get to see some beta Ottifants after this run. So thank you so much.
Thanks so much, Sporadic and everyone, for y'all's donations for that. I appreciate that. That's awesome. I'm looking forward to getting to show that off to y'all. And yeah, it's so cool how the donation been coming in for this marathon. That's like awesome. And so that last level, I actually got a power up that like lets me fly around by tapping up by getting 3 yellow popsicles, and that's seems like it would really help with it, but it's not. It's most levels it's hard to really get like 3 yellow popsicles that are really in the way, so that's not as useful as you would think it is, I'd say. It's like a game where, like, given the popsicle routing, I'd say that, like, it's, even though some of the levels are kind of tedious to play, like, when you don't know the speed strats, but I'd say it's fun to run, like, for a speed run, because you can just skip a lot of otherwise tricky parts with popsicles.
Yeah, it's like there's a lot of really neat ideas in this game. Like, there's a lot of cool things going on here, and I'm kind of into it. Probably not enough to speedrun it, but like conceptually, like from a like design standpoint, there's some really neat ideas in this for like a platformer slash kind of shooter type game in the Mega Man vein, except you only get one weapon.
Yeah. So you saw that paper there. If I get like all the papers, I'll get like the good ending, but sometimes it's a little tricky to figure out what they are, so I won't be getting good ending here. Like, you need to find like your papers for your father who you're trying to rescue, like, so that he can like do his work.
He's just not happy that you rescue him. You need to rescue him and his job.
Yeah. And so there's just like a lot of bosses here. You can just kind of like keep those enemies like just like doing that without ever being in danger. So that's not too hard of a fight. And so actually in normal mode and hard mode, the enemies like do like both those spawn at once. So it's actually a more tricky fight in normal and hard mode, but it's also faster since they both spawn at the same time. You can just focus on attacking both of them rather than one of them like and then the other one. And so here's a level where, like, taking potential deaths to get to the other part of the level really quickly, get to the beginning of the level is really helpful because the switch now is, like, all the way back at the start of the level, so I'll be willing to just take potential death and get back here. Oh no. The physics in this game can also be kind of a little bit slippery, so yeah. It's sometimes just hard to make jumps. And yeah, luckily, luckily my lives have been going pretty well, so, like, currently I'm not really in danger of game overing, luckily. There's, like, one part later in this run where if I do it incorrectly, I will have to. It'll probably be fastest for me to like take a full game over because popsicles don't respond if you get them in the wrong order. So unless you take a full game over, so it is possible I have to do that. But hopefully that won't happen. That's mainly the reason why I think I gave like a 30-minute estimate, and yeah, that's kind of why I gave it. But that still should be necessary because I've been pretty consistent with that not happening lately. Oh, okay. And so, we're just about finished with this next level. And this next level coming up, I feel like is probably like a level that was kind of intended more as like, kind of just a beta level that just to test what all the power-ups do, because this level, it just kind of has like a lot of stuff laying around everywhere, and you like popsicles and everything laying around everywhere, and it's also the only level with 100 collectibles, but it's not really a tricky level at all, it's just because you can kind of just do that. There's like a lot of other things on the top as well, and those like get shown off more in other categories because you have to collect more of the collectibles, but here I just kind of do that and finish it quickly. But you're wondering what's probably the trickiest boss, because you have to be really careful with like sucking up this like paint can, and if you're like too close to it from the left, it'll just get flung all the way to the left of the screen, so you have to be careful. And yay, that fight went pretty well. So we'll be moving on to where the like this set of levels is like where the popsicles power-ups really come in handy, and also like the blocks in the next level. This level doesn't really have it so much, but the next levels definitely do. But yeah, this is just kind of like knowing where to go and getting enough power-ups routes. just enjoy kind of the jams.
Yep, and of course, just while you're jamming out, I just want to remind everybody that we do have an upcoming incentive for Glitch Witch's run of Camp California, which is listed in the tracker as upgrade with a question mark to cutscene percent. I don't like that question mark. It's doing a lot of work. It's holding a lot of load, but we're at $20 or $250. So we do have a little ways to go for that, but you know that'd probably make Glitch Witch's morning too.
Yeah, I think we definitely want to see those. Yeah, I think there's also like a bonus game incentive as well for Cat to do like another run after those, because that would also be really cool to see.
Yep, that was already met. So the
okay,
yeah,
that's really cool.
That one, I'm like, wait, I remember that. It's early. We're good. I just want to make sure. No, okay. No, Natara,
yeah.
remember, I'm an adult and I pay attention to things.
Well, I forgot that was meant, so clearly I'm not an adult, but that's just kind of par for the course, I guess.
No one actually wants to be an adult, I think.
Yeah! But yeah, there's also, like, I don't want to be at the rightmost part of the screen here, because near where that elephant is, there's actually, like, a bonus game that... There's also, like, just hidden bonus games that you could just get into, and you'll have to play through them all, and... I guess when you're running into this at first, it can be kind of frustrating when you don't know where, like, the bonus games are, and you just accidentally go into one. Like, this is a good game, but there's definitely some pretty mean aspects of it, I'd say. And also, the bonus games don't even really help for completing the game, like, casually. All they give you is, like, points, which don't do anything.
It sounds very much like a 1990s platformer.
Yeah, definitely. Oh no, okay. So, I want to be careful not to fall here because I'll have to go all the way back around. Oh yeah, I just got one of those papers, but I'm not going to be getting all of them, so I won't be getting, like, the good ending anyway.
I can't believe you have to rescue spreadsheets in this video game.
I know. Okay, good, I got that jump, so that'll save a little bit of time at this part. I'm a little sad that I did that level so quickly, because I didn't get to hear, like, the good verse of that song, but... eh. I know. I shot the block there a little bit too far, but
Natara, it was
okay,
just good morning to all of our undead friends on the West Coast. I mean, I don't have any. I am the Team White Mage. I have no undead friends. Wait, what?
It is a game.
It says so on the layout. Well, okay, fair.
Either popsicles or lollipops, and I guess those are supposed to be gummies. I'm not sure exactly what those are supposed to be, but gummies is probably the best guess I have. Okay, so you can also jump on the bosses to deal 5 damage instead of just shooting the bubbles at them, and that's probably a little... Huh? Oh yeah, so, like, those are, like, I think you're supposed to be rescuing your dad, and I guess that's probably what his job is in, and you're supposed to get all of his papers. I mean, yeah, that kind of seems like that definitely makes sense.
Also, I've been ghost talking this whole time, so Garby's been talking to a ghost, but now the stream can actually hear me. Hi. Yeah, I realized that just before the chat came up. I'm like, wait, am I? Yeah, no, sorry. I was ghost talking.
Yeah.
Hi, it's Natara. It's morning.
That's definitely been a theme of this, just me talking to a ghost Natara.
Well, that you are the Litcheress.
Alright,
yeah,
alright.
that is fair.
Alright, there's no undead rituals in this stream, please. Thank you very much.
Sorry, that's how we got into the undead talk, because I was like, nobody told me that Garby the Glitcheress was missing the G, so for the whole beginning of the morning, it was Garby the Litcheress. So, you're welcome, everybody.
Yeah. I think we're getting pretty close to the end of this run, so this is a kind of a section where it's pretty punishing if you don't get like the popsicles in the right order. Like here I want to get like invincibility so that I don't have to worry about those flies there. Because the flies here are incredibly rude. They just fly around like, I'm pretty sure in like just random patterns, and I think it's based on how you're moving as well. Arby the Glitcheress, sounds
Arby
yummy.
the Glitcheress, that... It depends. Do you like Arby's?
Am I allowed to ban Moonblaze Wolf?
No. No, listen, if I haven't been allowed to ban whoever I wanted to ban, I think it was Inben, you can't ban Moonblaze. I'm sorry. So if Inben is still awake and proves it, I will ban him. You can't stop me.
No, Inben went to get a sandwich and then go to bed. He
So
said so.
you better be in bed.
Yeah, self-care.
I didn't
believe-
have Arby's growing up. It didn't exist where I lived, so...
Please, I admit it. Sometimes Arby's is exactly what I want, so I'm not, like, actually judging you. I just want to ban you a little bit. That's okay. I just haven't banned anybody in a while.
You can ban me. All sec. Ban Demarine 2. You cannot ban moderator Demarine 2 unless you are the owner of this channel. Well, it was worth a try.
Well done, Natara. Well done.
I did it. And by did it, I mean I failed. Horribly.
So we're gonna be like headache. So this boss. Oh, okay. So I did it where I got kind of just multiple hits with like one of the bubbles. So I'm not sure if that's at all if that's what you're shooting, but if you do it right, you can like do like several damage with like one bubble. Oh yeah, like that. Heck yeah. And then also only one of those spawn. Only like just a whole lot of those spawn. And time's gonna be coming up really soon because we're at the final boss now, and it's a really quick final boss. And so you can just kind of keep jumping on the final boss here. And so time will be after I disappear here, and time!
Yay, you did it. You saved spreadsheets.
I accidentally skipped the ending as well. It normally says like congratulations, and it shows the papers that you gave for your dad.
Can you give them back? Give back
Well, I
all
gotta
of the
keep a couple of
paperwork.
them back,
You
but
don't
not all
want
of them.
it.
So we'll see how like the dad's job goes after that. But yeah, so thanks to y'all's wonderful donations, we met the incentive for like that. So yeah, I mean actually, yeah, I guess we'll swap to the other one real quick. To the beta version real quick.
Sega.
But yeah, so the beta version, it's like, so there's like an options. I forget what the options are. You can actually swap the amount of lives you have, which is something you can't do in like the other versions.
6, 8, 7, 9.
Yeah. So, and like, there's also like not like a thing, like a menu. And one big thing with this is that normally you kind of like lose momentum when you try to jump, but here you just like maintain your momentum, which I actually think is a good change that they made you lose your momentum, because this game is just so slippery when you like maintain your momentum from jumps. Oh wow, what did I just do? Oh, it was like a screen like just sudden screen change there. Oh wait, and also the music changes, and yeah, and like there's also like way more of the gummies to collect. And like I guess I'll just kind of skip around here. And yeah, this is definitely a jam.
When you die, they don't hide there's no like reload. You just get teleported back to where you were.
Oh yeah, as like not losing momentum, you're seeing how it makes it a lot harder. Like it's just so easy to just slide off platforms by doing that. So I definitely see why they like changed it so you like come to a complete stop.
I can't believe they made a game slipperier than Super Mario World.
I know. I forgot they have. Oh, they still do have the most areas, so there's that. Oh, I guess I can't like talk about the changes from the bonus because I didn't show any bonus rooms. But like, there's like the timer's displayed as like a bottle instead of just a digital timer, so that's the thing with that. Also, that platform didn't seem to be coming around, so I just like did that.
I was like, who is that friend there?
Oh, I have no clue. Like, unfortunately, I don't know much about like the beta Ottifants lore. I'm sorry to say.
That is totally fair.
Yeah, like that's like supposed to be a checkpoint though. Oh, there's normally a life there, but that just is a bottomless pit.
There's usually a life, but now you just die.
Yeah.
Sounds like 2020.
Wait, I know.
Are we getting too real this morning?
This is supposed to be chill. This is supposed to be chill block, Natara, not the dark humor block.
I don't understand.
Yeah, I know.
These two pictures, they're identical.
Oh, yeah, the slippery physics are definitely making this pretty tricky, but I'm just kind of skipping around. I don't know when we'll want to stop like showing it off, but
yeah, no.
Is there a first boss or?
I don't know. There aren't any bosses in the beta version, I don't think.
I think those friends are checkpoints. Every time you touch them, it waved a flag.
That Grim Reaper looking pal is like the first enemy we've seen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah, you're seeing how like I forget if there are continues in this or not. Oh, there's actually lore in the screen like about how it says like what a shame. This isn't in the final version.
Oh. That's super cute.
It's like a screen assassin you for failing. It's not in the final version.
Oh, gotcha. Well, that's probably a good place to cut it then. Now that we've seen spikes and lava and gummy bears. Don't question it.
And these weird Grim Reaper looking friends.
Okay, yeah. I know. So, thanks so much for having me, and thanks for like commentating and hanging out, or hosting and hanging out, Dimmering. That was a lot of fun, and Char as well.
Thank you for coming out and running this for us. It's a fun little game.
It was a lot of fun. So, coming up next, we'll be or I guess that's the host job. So yeah, see y'all
later.
Bye, nerds. Wait, so yeah, after this, we're gonna go and throw up the old setup window for a hot minute because we're gonna get Glitch Witch in here, and she's gonna play some video games for us too this morning.
It's gonna be great. Okay, talk to you soon.
Bye.